Hello YouTube, Cosmic Mermaid here, pulling cards for June's energy, Gateway of Light Activation Oracle by Kyle Gray. So June, numerology 6. I feel like 6 is change. I mean 5 after 6, so I feel like it's about kind of seeing this month is about what we changed last month, and then after the eclipse energy, right, after all this new moon, all this energy is kind of like, okay, what seeds did you plant? What are we going to see bloom this June, right? As we enter into summer solstice, if you're on this side of the world. So really tuning into the cards for overall collective energy of June energies. Woo! And also just checking in like with what, as we are halfway through the year this month. So really sit with yourself. Have you been doing the things that you've asked yourself to do? Have you been setting goals and reaching them? If not, maybe reevaluate your goals, and it's okay to rewrite the goals. It's okay to change and to change the systems that you have in place. I feel like there's a lot of change this month, and I feel like the universe and cosmic energies are really supporting us to really realign with like our highest divine timelines right now. But what do the cards have to say versus me channeling? Haha! Star being healing codes, important information, wounds are healed and recharging. Earth. So I really do feel like this month, for me personally too, is going to be about recharging our true life force, really anchoring down our highest self and pulling it down to the roots of who we are at the core. Why did we come to Earth at this time of ascension? Why did we choose to incarnate during the greatest shift that this Earth has ever seen? Those kind of questions can help you tune into why you're here. What's your mission? What's your purpose? What are you aligning with at this time? Important information. I really feel like if you're tuned into your guides or tuned into the whatever realms, however you receive information, or if it's through people or whatever, there's going to be a lot of keys and important information this month for the collective. I feel like even as the world, we're going to be really exposed to the truth, and we're going to keep seeing that this false phantom matrix is not the way. So we have the star being healing codes, and then look at this. Beautiful. It says, I am presence, light body activation, accessing the divine within. So I feel like there's so much golden frequency energy coming onto Earth right now from Metatron. I work with Metatron a lot, and I feel like the golden grid is scanning up and down and really shining light on all that doesn't serve us, but it's also activating our I am presence, which is the divine, which is I am that I am. When you look in the mirror and you say, I am that I am, and you look past this physical vessel and you look yourself in the eyes and you remember who you are at the soul level. This is this energy. This is the light body codes. This is where we drink water and we eat good and we allow the light to fuel our vessels. As we are coming to summer solstice, it makes sense because it's the longest day of the year. We are literally leading up to the longest day of the year. So we're gaining more light every single day. So it makes sense that where we're at on Earth, we're getting more light codes because we're getting more sun. I love it. Chambers of the violet flame. Karmic release, radical transformation. So in order to receive light, to fully receive your light body, to fully receive the codes, the activations, the transmissions, choose to remove the darkness and the karma and the ties and the contracts and the bonds and just that gunk. And an easy way to do this is call on the violet flame presence. I am the violet flame, as I have purple on. I am the violet flame. And visualize this flame. Pull it down through your body and move it down to the middle of the earth and pull the flame up so you have this violet flame coming from above and below and alchemizing. While you have this violet flame moving around, call on Metatron's golden grid to all the meanwhile transmuting darkness, and as you're removing this darkness, you're filling it with golden grid frequency. I love it. We've got this card before. Crystal School Wisdom, Clarity, Divine Healing, and High Vibrational Energy. I feel that there's so much energy right now on this planet, like so stay grounded, barefoot, nature, your herbs, work with your ancestors, really tune into your roots. The next cards I'm pulling from are the Starseed Oracle deck by Rebecca Campbell. I love this deck. So let's pull some more clarification for the current 4 cards that we have pulled. So when I work with the cosmos, as above, so below. Even if you're not like feeling like you're a starseed, you're still connected to the stars as we see them every single night, right? So I like to pull from information from above because it can really help us see from a higher perspective. It can help us zoom out, right? And see something from a different lens. And that's why I like this deck, because it kind of zooms us out and it's able to really tune into the... Okay. June energies for the Starseed deck. I remember. Soul plan, the fated life versus the destiny life. You are water and you chose to come here. If you're struggling this month, if you don't feel aligned, remember why you came down here. Look into the water and ask the water, help me remember who I am. When I was first awakening, I remember I demanded my Akashic records to be given back to me, because we're so much more than just this one life, right? We're freaking infinite beings having a human experience, which is beautiful and amazing. I'm so thankful for this vessel. But at the same time, we do come from other places. We've been incarnated on other places or on earth a lot. Ask to remember and know that you have your destined life and your fated life, and we have the life that the matrix and the program wants us to be, and then we have the life that's actually in alignment. When you're in alignment, it feels good. When you're out of alignment, it can be like bumpy, right? All paths lead home. Inner authority, intuition, turn your gaze within. This is just a reminder, again, going back to finding your path, finding yourself. This month is all about going within and walking your path, even if no one gets it. Keep walking the path that you align with. Honor your journey above anything else right now, because you know all paths lead home. And to me, it's the path of the heart. Walking the path of the heart is how you go home. So we have I'm sorry, defenselessness, righting past wrongs, and uprooting. So notice this month if there's still people or places or things where you feel negatively attached to, or there's unspoken words, or there's just someone that you want to say sorry to, or you are expecting a sorry from. Because when we hold on to these attachments, we get interrooted with them, and it can cause us to stay stuck and stagnant. So the uprooting, saying I'm sorry, being vulnerable, and if you can't physically talk to these people, you know you can always talk to their higher selves via letter, you know, and still communicate with them. Because if we still are holding on to anger or hurt or resentment, it's hard for us to fully see the path clearly. Yes, the blue flame with the violet flame. Spontaneous awakening, activation, integration time. You know, when you're like, I never thought they'd wake up. We're about to see a lot of people that we did not expect to wake up, waking up because of this freaking programming failing. So notice if there are people in your life that are waking up, and notice how you can be a guide and just a way shower. If you resonate with this video and you're still watching, there's a high chance that you're a way shower. If a way shower is showing the way, leading the way, being leading by example, being the demonstration, and showing like people what you did and what's helped you. Because oftentimes when we have been doing the work for a long time and other people are brand new waking up, have patience. talking to myself sometimes too. Have patience. We're all on different levels. And when people ask us for help, they're not trying to question us. They're just curious. And not everyone has that innate knowledge. Not everyone's tapped into their intuition. Some people that are just starting this path are not going to know what you've been learning for lifetimes. So calling the Lemurians, Izzy Ivy, Oracle deck for June energies. Lemurians are, I've lived there. I love Lemuria, as Lemuria is in Hawaii in the Pacific Northwest. Ancient, advanced civilization that thrived. As I am going back to Hawaii this month. Anyway, so yeah, I love Hawaii. I met my partner in Hawaii. Yeah, I love Lemuria. I'm sure I'll end up living there as well. So, Lemurian messages. For June. Ooh, the portal keeper. Yes. So when we have a solstice, it's a huge portal in the earth. It's the longest day of the year. This is when they go to Stonehenge, right? Because the sun lines up and goes through the stone. So with this portal, there's a lot of light coming in, right? Lots of light coming in, which is causing this awakening, which is causing us to cleanse our energy. Notice, I invite you to do something special on summer solstice, to honor it. If you've never honored it, please do. It's such a fun day to just honor the sun, honor your soul, honor your own light. Awakened awareness. I feel like June, ooh, chills, there's a lot of people really starting to wake up. Like, I keep seeing like people like, what? Like waking up like, The Matrix is a documentary. Like that kind of energy. Like they've been lying to us, like, because we're gonna see these systems fail. They're gonna keep trying to do some bullshit stuff. And it's just gonna be like, this is not in alignment. This is not true. This cannot be the way. We're going to start seeing that. And those of you who have dragons, this is a month to work with your dragons as well. Take what resonates, those who work with dragons. Again, life force energy paired with the violet flame. This card is about Reiki. So really this could be about me too. I do a lot of Reiki and violet flame. But those of you who do energy work, time to use your gift. Those of you who've been feeling called to learn energy work, I can attune you as well, side note. But really working with that energy, working with the life force, even if you're not attuned to Reiki, really tuning into the life force that is all around us. It's a potent time to learn this. As I said, it's a huge portal. Summer solstice is one of my favorite days of the year, as it is the longest day of the year. There's the most sun entering the planet. It's such a turning pivotal point for all of us. And with it all, we have our heart chakra. It's all out of love, right? All of this is out of love. We are unconditional love. And when we forget that, that's when we struggle and that's when we suffer. When we can go back into the heart, right? When all the paths lead home, because all the home is in our heart. And when we can come from the heart space and we can be centered in here and rooted in here, and this is where we come from, this is where it aligns. This is the key. The heart is the key, truly. And knowing how you can have more unconditional love for yourself, and then that oozes out into the world, because Gaia is love. That's why we're here. So love, love, love. If you have any messages, if this resonated with you, if you're listening to it in June and you're like, this resonates, I would love to hear more in the comments below. And I'm sending you guys so much love. If you ever want a personal reading, feel free to message me or find me on Instagram at Cosmic Mermaid. I do all kinds of readings at all different price ranges. So again, thank you for watching. So much love.